morning, Matt here. In today's video, well, we are on a quest for more power for this car, which means we're getting that in. First things first, let's get all of this out, and then I'll tell you what that thing is hiding over there in the corner is. And this is why I'm building an Mini R50 Mini, because the ease of access and the ease of doing anything on this engine is awesome, because it's simple. It doesn't have, unlike the S, it doesn't have the compressor and all of the heavy shit on the front. And unlike the modern cars, like the, which I don't have here, this cylinder I won't even talk about, that's bullshit to work on. But the green one, you know, we're building an N13, and that's complicated. Direct injection, a lot of stuff, turbo. I mean, look at the simplicity. There was an alternator here, water pump here, all gone. And this engine is basically done. I can get this engine out of this car with an assistant, of course, because it's easier when you have someone to help with stuff, but in less than an hour. Quick, simple, easy. So yeah, perfect choice for a race car. Oh, and one more important thing, I'm not really happy with how the half shafts are, the position of them right now. I do love the front control arms, because, well, they have a lot of anti-dive, and they have a lot of, not a lot of, but they do have quite positive roll centers, which is good. And yeah, you can see the engine. We had to, well, once we moved it back, we also had to rotate it this way slightly, because yeah, otherwise the gearbox wouldn't fit. Again, this did do a bit of work on the half shaft angles, but I don't care, because all in all it sits pretty nicely, backwards, lower, and it's well proven to work. And as you can see, it's basically on the axle now. Well, the lower heavy part not so much, it's a bit to the front, but yeah, I like the position of this engine. I think we did a good job with that. So well, we'll see once we put a higher power engine. And it's out. The engine is out. The old stock engine, which won us a bunch of trophies, which served us really, really well. I never had a single problem with this engine. And basically this engine will be going to Sarah's Mini, because her is a bit worn out. And this one is awesome. At least it was till now. Now we switch to this one. And now might be the time to talk about that one. Nah, we'll talk about it once it's in the car. So, how to make a half solid mount. I have this. This is the cup I welded, and this fits perfectly. Now we did machine this. When I say machine, we used drill and angle grinder, because yeah, and it's kind of good. It works. It will work. So this inside there, and the rest I will 3D print. And now, well, I'll come back to you in a few hours and I'll show you the final design. And here we are. That's one half of it. We'll print two of these, and then I'll show you how they work. Work they should. And since we started 3D printing TPA for mounts, well, I made a gearbox mount for a Mini, but unfortunately, due to bending, which I didn't foresee, it's not the best, but it will work. Yeah, that's not for this car though, because I have a custom mount, because the engine is moved, as you know. But yeah, now let's print the engine mount. Mount is printed out, so this is what we have. We'll encase this inside here and then press it in here. But before that, I'll use windshield weld. I need to clean this up a bit more. I'll use windshield weld and cover everything so it kind of sticks together. Now, this is not the best of designs, but for the application I need it will work, because the forces are coming down because the engine is resting on the mount, so down, which is pushing it in and squeezing it together, so that's good. And there is some side-to-side movement, which is not that great, but again, it's encased in this, which is a pretty thick piece of tube, 60 mil by 1.5 mil wall thickness, I think. So that's going over, and it has a stabilizing mount on the top, as you know. So yeah, this will work, I can assure you of that. Let's just put it together now. Here we are, glued in place, pressed in, and as you can see, this one is not moving anywhere, and it doesn't want to go out anymore. So one solid mount done. Let's screw it into the car and start putting the engine in. We have a sexy billet lightweight flywheel on the car, on the engine. So yeah, that's nice. With the stock clutch.
Big mistake. Big. Huge.
If it slips, it slips. We'll change for the sport clutch. But if it works and if it gives a bit of slip on the gear changes, that's again a good thing, because it doesn't stress out the gearbox as much and shouldn't break the half shafts or the gears or the synchros or whatever likes to go in these gearboxes. And it's a lot of stuff. But yeah, that's the plan. This one is 3.3 kilos. I don't know if I mentioned that before. So 3.3 kilos billet. Very nice. Ready to go in the car. We have oil. We have oil in the gearbox. We have water. Which means we should turn this engine on. Wish us luck.
Negdje benzin curi.
Gore gledaj onda.
Dolje nešto isto, kad je voda iscuri.
Ovdje.
Tu nije benzin, benzin ne dolazi tu.
Tu je voda.
Ovdje je benzin.
Tu negdje. Se osjeti.
Nije dobro spojeno.
Da.
Nabi ga. Probi sad, kliknuo je, sad više ne bi smio.
Sad iza šprica, pa se.
Ajde. So no first startup. Guess we'll have to look for fire, for ignition, for fuel, and see where the problem is. You heard it run. If everything is okay, this should be a beast of an engine. I mean, it was idling at 1300 and it was chopping hard. But unfortunately, we end this video with a downer because we have a massive oil leak on, what's that called? Rear main seal. Actually the one behind the flywheel, which is annoying because any other leak you can sort out on the engine basically. This one, the engine needs to come off. Yeah, not really happy with this, but yeah, the engine is in the car. It runs for now. Hopefully we'll get it mapped soon. I don't know, I'm exhausted. We've been working on this for a lot of time now, and looks like I need to get the engine and the gearbox out again, which is a pain. But hey, for now this is it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you're looking forward to how many horsepower this shows out on a dyno, because I am. And yeah, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!